All right, well, I'm going to kick this off here. So today we're going to take a stab at learning Legend of the Five Rings, the living card game from Fantasy Flight. I'm joined here with my sister Donna, and she is going to be doing the Crab Clan with a little bit of support from the Scorpion, and I will be the Crane Clan with a little bit of support from the Dragon. We are only playing with the core box. I'm playing with 3 copies of the core box. And that's about it. I'll make a link to the deck lists once this gets uploaded. So right now, all your provinces are face down. Mine are face up. They're going to start face down, but you can flip them up and rearrange them however you like. You have the 4 that are in front of you over here, and then there's also 1 underneath your stronghold. So go ahead and take a look at those and decide what you would like.
Oh.
And then flip them face down once you are ready.
So I don't remember how important it is, what order they're in.
For a learning game like this, it doesn't.
Okay.
There is some degree of strategy to it. I think the biggest thing is that there's certain ones like, for example, with the unicorn, there's one that auto breaks. You probably don't want to put your stronghold on that, but you don't have anything like that. So
Okay.
So for the purposes of this game, any order should be fine. And likewise, there's a whole mulligan thing where you can do an initial draw, choose to not keep certain cards, and then replace them without looking. We're just going to do a straight draw. So from your Dynasty deck over here, just click and drag 1 card on top of each of your 4 provinces in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then from your conflict deck, deal just off the table in front of, sorry, where your name is, deal 4 cards. And you might need to manually flip them over. Can you see mine if flipped over or no?
To be honest, I can't see it at all. I can see myself and I can see the middle, but I can't actually see the whole board.
Okay. So the mouse wheel kind of zooms in and out, and I think there's another key that will do that if you don't have a mouse wheel.
Oh.
You can also use the WASD keys to kind of move around a little bit.
I think I found what happened. Okay, that's cool. Sorry. So apparently my hand shows on the table. Is that what it's supposed to do?
Well, I don't see your hand. Are they flipped over for you?
They are now.
Okay. So they look face down to me. So that's working the way we want.
Excellent.
Awesome. So then this is no longer the rule. They made an amendation to it, but for the purposes of this game, I'm going to go with the rules as they started. So I'm going to go first. I'll take the first player token, which means you will gain an additional fate. So you'll start with 1 extra fate. So go ahead and click the gain fate button.
Okay, 1.
And it'll drop 1 in your little bowl
Oh,
there.
splendid.
All right, so we're going to kind of walk through phase by phase. The beginning is the Dynasty phase. So go ahead and take those 4 Dynasty cards in front and flip them all over. And since I'm the first player, I'll have an opportunity to decide whether to play one of these or not. So I've got left to right, I have an Artisan Academy, which is a holding. It gives +1 to the strength of whatever province I've got. And as an action during the conflict phase, I can reveal the top card of my conflict deck. And I can play with that card as if it was in my hand until the end of that phase. So that's useful to stick around, but the catch of that is as long as that holding is in play, I think of the Dynasty cards as almost like a second hand. And so that basically means my hand size shrunk by 1, because as long as I'm keeping that card on that province, I'm not cycling it out each turn. I'm not playing it. You can always choose to discard that at the end of the round, but I'm going to keep that in place for a little bit. I also have an Asahina Artisan. This is a 1-cost 0/0 character with 2 glory. She's a Shugenja, which is kind of like a magician, and is associated with the air element. And as an action during a conflict, I can bow this character, choose another Crane character. That character gets +3 political until the end of the conflict. So she is useful as a support character, doesn't really do anything by herself, although I could honor her to make her a 2/2. So that's... I have a Brash Samurai for a 2-cost. It has 2 military, 1 political, 2 glory. It's a Bushi, which is like a warrior. Action, while this character is your only participating character in a conflict, honor this character. Interesting. And I have a 3-cost Doji Challenger. Cost 3, 3 political, 3 military, 2 glory. It's a Bushi and a duelist. As an action, while this character is attacking, choose a character controlled by your opponent and move that character to the conflict. So it's going to call somebody out and say, hey, you're going to fight in here. Well, so I'm looking at this. This is a rare situation where I could actually pay for all 3 of these. Not all at once. I'm going to play one or pass, and then you're going to do one, and we'll go back and forth. But okay. I could, I start with 7 fate. I could, in fact, pay for all of these if I wanted to. So I'm going to pay for the Brash Samurai. So that is 1 fate, 2 fate. All right, and that is just in play in front of me. And then you always replace face down after you play a card. So now I've taken that action. Action goes to you. Let's see what you've got.
I have a Steadfast Witch Hunter. The cost is the top left, yes?
Yeah, so that would cost 4 fate to play.
She's a 4/2.
Mm-hmm. And then the lower right number is the glory. So that's the number that gets added or subtracted if she's honored or dishonored.
0.
Yeah, so basically this one could be honored or dishonored. It's not going to change its stats at all.
Yeah. Okay. She's associated with Earth, Shigenja.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice a friendly character. Choose a character. Ready that character. I don't know what that means.
So you kill one of your other characters, and then you can pick any character on the board and ready it. So bow and ready is kind of like in Magic the Gathering when you have the tap on tap. So bowed is tapped, readied is untapped. It basically means that it's available to attack or defend.
Oh, so I can use something, sacrifice, and then untap and use it again, essentially?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. There's a lot of sacrifice here. This one is the Funeral Pyre.
Mm-hmm. So this is another holding. So this one, that action is just available to you as long as this holding is in play.
Okay. Sacrifice a friendly character, draw 1 card. Okay.
Just a note, unless it says otherwise, actions can only be taken once per round. So if, for example, you sacrificed it at the beginning of the first conflict, we would wait until the full round had ended. Then you could take that action again.
I see. Intimidating Hida. Cost of 3, 4, 2. Is 4 political or is 4 battle?
Red is military, so you have 4 military, 2 political.
Political. Bushi, with a glory of 1.
Mm-hmm.
After an opponent passes on declaring a conflict, that player loses 1 honor.
Very nice.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's a reaction, so that just happens.
Oh, and Hida Kisada, he's here, my Bushi champion.
Yes.
7/2 with a 0 glory. While you have not lost a conflict this phase, cancel the effects of the first action ability your opponent triggers from a card during each conflict.
That's just brutal.
Oh, interesting.
Especially when you're first player, so it's just like you by definition have not lost a conflict yet. It's going to cost me... I basically have to have an action to throw away before I can take an actual action.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'd like to have him. What would be the... So I'd have to pay 5 to bring him out?
Correct. And remember, you can overpay to add fate on top of him to keep him around for more than just this round. And you can
Can I overpay in future, or do I have to overpay when I bring him
it's
out
only
initially?
you can only overpay when it comes out.
I see. Okay. Interesting.
So I did not add any fate to the Brash Samurai. So that will be going away at the end of the round.
I don't want to do that. Well, I'll try it. We're going to bring him out. Now, can I play out of my hand yet? My hand?
I believe so, but that would be your action instead of playing this card, and then you'd have to give me a chance to have an action, and then you could play the card from your province. Generally speaking, you're probably going to wait on playing cards from your hand until the conflict phase. That's not a hard and fast rule, but most of the time, that's what you're going to be saving those for.
Okay. How do I get more fate again?
So if you look over at your stronghold, so actually let's look at the strongholds really quick. So you have Shiro Nishiyama. This has a +3. So on top of whatever your province strength is, it's going to add 3 to that, and that's going to make it harder to break. As an action during a conflict, you can bow this stronghold, and each defending character you control gets +1/+1 until the end of the conflict. But then the numbers at the bottom. So the bottom left is the starting honor. So that's why you started with 10 honor. The bottom right is how much influence you have to spend for out of faction cards. So I spent 10 influence points from the Scorpion clan to build your deck. And then the +7 in the middle is at the beginning of each round, you gain 7 fate.
Okay.
And you don't lose the fate that you don't spend. So if you don't spend all 8 of your fate this round, you'll keep whatever remainder and add 7 to it.
So anything in the front here that I do not play this round will stay, or do I have to get rid of it?
You may get rid of it. When I start breaking provinces of yours, then any cards that are on broken provinces do get automatically discarded if they're face up. But right now, if you didn't play any of these, at the end of the round, you could choose whether or not to discard any of them.
I see. Okay. Well, do I want to pay that much for this guy outright, or can I wait a round?
So there's pros and cons both ways, but if you don't pay for him, that is very much going to paint a target on, like, that's the province I'm going to try to break, because when you break a province, you may choose to throw away the card that is on top of the province. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the additional fate, do I put directly on him then?
Yeah, so just go ahead and bring him directly into your play area. Yep. And then put the additional fate on top of him.
Okay.
Perfect.
Stick one on him.
All right. So then that's your turn. So go ahead and draw a replacement dynasty card.
Okay.
And just face down. There you go.
Not there. Not there. There. Okay.
All right. And then it's back to me. So I'm going to look at my hand and see what I need to save fate for.
Oh, dang. I think I accidentally stuck my province card and my top card together. How do I fix that?
Just pull the one off, and then there you go.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. Oh, I have an evil plan.
Oh, no.
Hi.
Sheila, what are we going to do?
I have an evil plan.
My evil plan to save the world. Woo!
Yeah, let's... All right, I'll play the Doji Challenger. So that's going to be 3, 2, 3. It says I have 2 left, but I only see... Oh, they're there. I was like, I only see 1. They were stacked on top of each other. In that case, I will put 1 fate on her. And then I draw a replacement card, and it is to you. The first person who passes during this phase gets 1 extra fate, just so you know.
Okay.
So you can play another card if you want, or you can pass and gain a fate. But then you can't play any more cards from your provinces.
Can I play anything out of my hand, or do I have to play from my provinces right now?
You may play from your hand.
Okay.
So Where you might want to do that is if you have like an attachment that you want to get out, but you will have an opportunity before the conflicts start to do that as well.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll be honest, I still don't understand half of how this works, but I did want to play this attachment card on this guy if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Which is the reprieve.
Nice. All right. Yep. When an attached character would leave play, discard this instead. So, and probably the best way to do this is just, can we do that? There we go.
Yeah, I think so.
And you can, if you left click and draw a box, you can just drag a bunch of things together. So that's probably the easiest way to.
Oh. Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Okay. That's your turn. I will pass and gain a fate.
Okay. Okay. I think I have to pass because I don't know that I can actually do much of anything.
Yeah, those others are too expensive.
Well, this one's a 0, I suppose, but still.
Okay. So now we are in the draw phase. So you have this little draw dial over here. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What I'm doing here is if you flip it over, the F, yep, and then right click and pick a number between 1 and 5. That's going to be the number that you. That's going to be the number of new conflict cards that you draw, and whoever has the higher number pays the difference in honor to the other player.
Sorry, how am I supposed to pick a number again?
Right click and and go to state and pick a number between 1 and 5. Yeah.
So literally, we're playing. What are the odds?
Pretty much.
All right.
And then when you're ready, let's flip.
Okay, let's play what are the odds.
4 and is that a 2?
Yes, it is.
All right. So I'll just track that here.
So
all right. So I will pay 2 honor to you.
Okay.
1 and I did something wrong. I should be at 9 and you should be at 12. There we go. Okay. I think I grabbed 2 by accident. Okay, so then go ahead and draw your 2 cards.
Which 2? The ones
from your conflict deck. Yep.
Okay. 1.
And I get 4 cards.
2. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you get the number of cards equal to whatever number you pick on the honor dial. It's just that you pay for it in honor if your number is higher.
Okay.
All right, so then we go into the conflict phase. Now, I'm first player, so I get first conflict. We each get 2 conflicts, one of which is military and one of which is political. So I can choose to do military first and then political or vice versa. When I'm declaring a conflict, I declare who I'm attacking with, which province I'm attacking. Right now I can't go for the stronghold yet because I need to have 3 of your other provinces broken first. So I say, this is the province that I'm going to go after, whether it's military or political, and which ring I'm using for that. And then you declare defenders, and you get first action as defender. So I am going to attack with the Brash Samurai. I'm going to what do I want to do? I'm going to do military. Do I want military? What the heck? I'll do military earth. And I'm going to do it over on this province here. So then, so then you will reveal that province. So go ahead and flip that over. All right, you have defend the wall. So this is a 4 strength province. As a reaction, after you win a conflict with this province, resolve the ring effect of that conflict as if you were the attacking player. So normally, each ring has a special effect associated with it that the attacker gets to resolve if they win the conflict. You get to resolve it as the defender if you win as the defender. All right, so I have the Brash Samurai. I have a 2 strength going into this, so that's not going to be sufficient to break it. But if you don't defend with anybody, you will lose an honor for not defending, and I will be able to claim the ring and use the ring effect as the victor. And the ring effect here is I would draw a card and you would discard a card at random.
Okay.
You can also choose to defend. Right now you only have 1 eligible defender. You could also potentially, if you had like a 0 or 1 cost conflict character in your hand, you could choose to defend and then play as your first action, play that character in as a defender. But you've only got 1 fate to work with, so I'm guessing even if you do have a conflict character in your hand, it's probably not that cheap.
Okay, sorry, hang on. I'm just trying to acquaint myself with this.
That's fine. There's your little stuffed crab.
Sorry?
There's your stuffed crab.
Okay. Okay, well, I think I am going to defend with this guy because military strength is his thing. No, that's not what you want to do. No. On top of there, we do this.
Yeah, just move it into the red area.
There we go.
All right.
They all move together now.
All right, so you've revealed the province. You have declared defenders. You get first action.
Oh. What does that mean? Does that mean I hit you?
No, it means that, so an action is an opportunity. You could play a card as an action. Your stronghold has that ability where if you bow it, you get +1/+1. So you could do that as an action. Anywhere where it says the word action. So even on some of your characters, if they have an action. So like if you look at the Steadfast Witch Hunter, it has an action as well. So if that was in play, you could trigger that action.
I see.
You can also pass. So if you don't want to play any cards from your hand and you don't want to take any actions, you can pass. You can then take, if you pass and then I take an action, you can then take an action. The conflict ends when we both pass, and then we resolve to see, whose number is bigger, basically.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to pass, to be honest, because I'm not sure what else to do.
Okay.
At this point.
So, and in that case, as my action, while this character is my only participating character in a conflict, which it is, I will honor it. And so by honoring it, that gives me 4 strength instead of 2. I am still losing because you have 7. I have 4. So I'm not even winning. In order to break, I would not only have to have 3 more, I would have to have 7 more, because I would need 3 more to equal Hida Kasada, and then I would need an additional 4 to break your province.
Would I not cancel the effects of that honoring?
Oh no! Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
Okay. Your honoring means nothing.
Yes, that.
Thank you, Sheila.
Okay, yes, you cancel that. All right.
Sheila cares nothing for this.
Action goes to you.
I still don't plan to do anything other than fight you when the time comes to actually just hit you. But until then.
I had a really cool move set up, and
I was sure you did.
I completely fudged that. That's totally okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, well then.
Fudge sauce. Yes, fudge sauce. Thank you, Sheila.
Well, I can still do things, so
Okay.
we'll worry about that. So I am not winning, and I am not breaking. So I can. You passed. Do I want to do anything else? I don't think I do.
I like this guy. This guy's a cool guy.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold off, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. So I will pass. We've both now passed. So we resolve the conflict. You are winning. So you get to claim the ring.
Okay.
I'll just go kind of over. I usually put it here, but let's just kind of put it to the side here.
All right.
That will matter at the end of the round because that will count toward who has Imperial favor. Both of our characters go home bowed, so they're not going to be able to be used. So go ahead and drag them down.
How do I turn them?
If you hit E, it'll rotate.
Oh.
So for the rotation thing, do you see the guy with the barbell? There's a number to the right of it.
No.
At the top of the menu, there's menu, and then to the right of that, there's a guy with a barbell, and then to the right of that, there's a number.
Yeah.
If you change that to 90, it'll rotate by 90-degree increments.
Oh, splendid.
So that makes it a lot easier.
Oh, there we go. Haha.
All right, so they're both bowed. That's the end of my first conflict. So now it goes to you. Now, currently, you have no ready characters. So at the moment, oh, and I'm sorry. Because of the defend the wall, as a reaction, you get to resolve the ring effect as the defender. So you get to draw a conflict card, and I have to discard at random. So I discard duelist training. That goes to my discard pile.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not the word. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one. Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Before you formally start your conflict, we have an opportunity to play cards or take actions, but I'm going to pass my opportunity to do that. If you have anything that you wanted to play before starting your next conflict, now's your opportunity.
Yeah. Oh. Cool. Okay, what is this again? Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm sorry, I still really have no idea what I'm doing, so it's
no, that's okay.
It's just a little bit like a crapshoot. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
If there's specific cards that you want to talk about too, let's just throw them on the table and we can talk through them.
Yeah. I don't understand this one at all. Would appreciate some understanding.
Okay. So this is actually... So this is useful, except I might have to check the rules on this. I think you won't be able to do it this round. But basically what this means is, let's say Hida Kasada was not bowed right now. Yeah. And let's say you started a military conflict with him. So he's in the conflict. Mm-hmm. Then in the middle of the conflict, you can pay one, play this card, and maybe bring Steadfast Witch Hunter into the conflict as well from your province.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you're putting them into play directly. You basically get them just for that conflict, and then they go away. Mm-hmm. But that's still pretty useful.
Yeah. Okay. But that's for military conflict only, and I have to do a political conflict now?
No, you haven't taken any conflicts yet. So I've taken one military conflict, so my next conflict must be political. But you haven't initiated any conflicts yet, so you can kind of choose which one you'd like to do. But you're going to have a ready character in order to initiate a conflict.
Which is the problem, is that I do not have one.
Yeah.
So essentially, I'm left in a scenario where I can't declare a conflict. Is that correct?
With your board state as it is right now, that is correct.
Yeah, and given my fate levels, yeah.
You can pass your conflict.
I think I probably will, because I don't think I have anything on hand to use.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, in that case, we have another pre-conflict action opportunity. I'm going to pass my pre-conflict. Do you have anything you want to play? I'm guessing no.
Nope.
All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do. This is maybe not the most strategically wise thing, but we're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Doji Challenger. We are going to do political... Let's do political fire. Fire lets us honor or dishonor. And let's not let you trigger that. Although I'm pretty confident about winning this one. You know what? Let's get rid of defend the wall. Yeah. So Doji Challenger, political fire against defend the wall. You can declare defenders, but you don't have any right now. You get first action. So if you have a card to play from hand, maybe an event or something like that.
Okay, help me understand this one, if you would.
Yeah. Okay, so right now you have this holding, right? If let's say this holding was in your discard, you can take as long as this province is unbroken. If you have a different card here, you can get rid of this card and grab one of your holdings from your discard and put it back over here. Yeah.
All right. So I really don't think I can do anything, really.
Okay. So go ahead and pass.
Yeah, pass.
All right. So then I'm going to trigger this action during each conflict. God damn it.
Can you do that with one who's already bowed?
So I'm going to play the perfect gift. And that, well, so yours is not about whether or not he's participating in the conflict. It's just a passive thing that's available. It doesn't cost an action or anything. So I'm going to play the perfect gift as a throwaway action to get that out of the way. So, okay, I've done the action that Hida Kasada has gotten rid of. It goes back to you. I'm guessing you're going to pass again. All right, I'm going to play...
Oh, that's right, because I still will force you to stop every time.
Yeah. Shake my fist at you. All right, so I'm going to do court games, which is the zero-cost event. During a political conflict, select one. So I can either honor a participating character I control, or you choose and dishonor a character you control in the conflict, which right now you don't have any characters in the conflict. So I am going to honor myself. And then action goes back to you. I'm guessing you're passing. By honoring myself, I am currently a 5/5, and I am winning and breaking. So if the conflict ends here, I get to claim the fire ring, I get to trigger it, and I get to break your province and throw away the witch hunter.
Oh, dang. Okay, so what do I do then?
I'm guessing, given what you were talking about with your cards, you probably don't have much you can do. So it's just that it's always a back and forth. So I've taken an action, so you have an opportunity to take an action.
But like, what I meant, like, what do I physically do with the cards? Is what
The conflict. The conflict is not over until we both pass. So I've taken an action. The opportunity goes to you, and then if you pass, then I can either pass or take an action.
I have to pass because everything I have is military based. It's not going to help me.
Okay. So then I will take her action that says, while this character is attacking, choose the character controlled by your opponent. Move that into the conflict. So now you have a participating character, although it is bowed.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
If it's bowed, it does not contribute its strength to the conflict. But, for example, prior to this, you would have lost an honor for not defending. You didn't have any defender in the conflict, so at the end of the conflict, you would have lost an honor for no defense. You now have a defender in the conflict, even though his contribution to it is 0. So I'm still winning and breaking, but you wouldn't lose the honor for no defenders.
I see. Okay.
So I'm passing the action opportunity over to you again. I'm guessing still nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now this was a complicated setup for this card, which costs 1 fate. Noble sacrifice. So I have to sacrifice a friendly honored character. Choose a dishonored character. It helps if I read cards.
It does help.
I don't have an eligible target for that, so we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Sorry.
Okay.
Had you been dishonored,
why not?
The idea would be I lose my character and you lose yours, which is very good for this guy. But
he's bowed, but not dishonored.
Okay. Well, given that, then I think I'll just pass and resolve the conflict. So.
Yeah.
Now, I can honor or dishonor a character. So, let's dishonor Casada now. I'll get the ring and defend the wall. I just usually flip it upside down to indicate that it's broken. Oops, there we go. And that card gets discarded, and then come on. And then you just draw a replacement face down there. And then we both go home bowed. You were already bowed. And then it is your second conflict opportunity. Which I mean, nothing's really changed since your first one, so I'm guessing you're probably going to pass on this one.
I need a character, so I can't.
Okay.
Pass.
All right, so end of the conflict phase, we look at who has the most rings and who has the most what's called standing glory. So that's the glory number for readied characters only. Right now we have no readied characters, and we each have 1 ring. So we are actually tied, so nobody gets the Imperial favor.
Okay.
Then we go to the fate phase. Fate phase, I lose Brash Samurai because he has no fate on him. And then we both remove 1 fate from our characters that had fate on them.
In this case, would I remove the card rather than the fate? Or would I just remove the fate and keep the card?
You remove the fate, and then at the end of next round, when you would remove the card, instead you discard the attachment.
Okay.
So you basically get an extra round with that.
I see.
So go ahead and ready your character.
Okay.
And then if you want to get rid of any cards from in front of you, I'm going to get rid of Asahina Artisan, and I'll replace it.
I'm not sure I want that. I'm going to pull that out of there.
Yeah. So just replace from your Dynasty deck there.
Yeah. Can I discard conflict cards too?
There's no hand size limit.
Oh, okay.
So just keep them in there. All right, so that was round one. You are now the first player, which means you're going to have the first chance to play from your dynasty, from your provinces. You're going to be the first one initiating a conflict and so on. So go ahead and reveal, gain your 7 fate.
Oh yeah, that helps. 1,
2,
5,
and then reveal the cards in your provinces.
7. Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right, so let's see. You've got the Shrewd Yasuki, a 2-cost 1/2 with 1 glory, courtier. While this character is participating in a conflict, if there is a holding in play, look at the top 2 cards of your conflict deck, add one of those to your hand and the other to the bottom of the deck. So, and there is a holding in play. There's 2 of them on my side and 1 on yours. So then that's the Borderland Fortifications is a +2. As an action, choose a card in one of your provinces and switch this holding with that card. So you can move it around. You still have the Intimidating Hida, and you also have Hiroma Yojimbo. This character cannot be declared as an attacker, but wow, she's strong and wow, she's cheap.
So she's a freaking cheap defender, which is nice. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right, and you get to play first.
Yeah, the trouble is, trying to decide what to keep and what to expend extra money on. Okay. I'm going to put Yojimba out here. And so she's 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to stick 1 fate on her.
Okay. So go ahead and replace face down.
A card. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take the action on my Imperial Storehouse to sacrifice this holding and draw 1 card. So that holding goes away. I draw a card from my conflict deck, and then I will replace face down. I have plans and plots. Wahaha. All right, so you have an opportunity to play another card if you wish.
Okay. 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 Sorry, I'm just trying to understand stuff that's here.
Take your time and ask any questions you come up with.
So it'd be so much easier if I could see this up closer without having to click the Alt on it.
Well, clicking Alt on it is a lot easier than trying to like zoom in and around and then zoom out to get some context and then zooming in.
True. Okay, so are we wanting to play something else? This is the question.
Yeah, especially if you have a lot of conflict cards that are more expensive, you might want to save your fate.
Okay. I think I will pass, but that means I get 1 extra fate, don't I?
That is true.
So I will do that.
All right.
Mwahaha.
I will play Savvy Politician for 2. So unlike during the conflict where like if one person passed but the other person didn't, the first person got an opportunity again. During the dynasty phase, when you pass, that's it. No further actions. So you've passed, so I'm going to play Savvy Politician, no additional fate. I'm also going to play Doji Whisperer, no additional fate. She costs 1. And that is my turn. So, your honor dial now. You're going to pick a number. Go ahead and flip that over and pick your number.
What do you think, Sheila? We're gonna play. What are the odds? How do you feel about this? Okay.
Great. Ah. So I take 1 honor from you this time. And I draw 2 cards. You draw 3 cards.
Nope. Oh, how come I have no more cards here? Did I grab my whole deck? Oh, shit.
You did. If you click and hold, there you go. It'll.
Thank you. Okay. Did I just grab one this time? Okay. Sorry. It's like, where the heck happened to my deck?
Just trying to deck yourself.
Good grief. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so we have an opportunity before the conflict to play any cards or trigger any actions. Do you have anything that you want to do with that?
Sorry, I'm still trying to understand what the heck some of this stuff is.
No problem.
Oh, I want to do that, but I don't have quite the right conditions for it. You said I'm going to have time again before another conflict to play this stuff if I need to?
Yeah, so right now is the pre-conflict phase, and then as soon as we both pass on whether or not we have any actions, then you get to declare first conflict.
Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. I don't know if that's useful. Oh, interesting. What is honor worth again? I don't understand the purpose of it.
If you get to 0, you lose automatically. If you get to 25, you win automatically.
Oh. So how do you win? Is that primarily it through the honor tokens?
If you break the stronghold province, you win. You can attempt to attack it after you've broken 3 other provinces.
Okay. Or you can force honor out of people, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm fascinated by some of this, but I'm not sure how to use it. I think I'm going to pass temporarily, just to try and understand.
Okay, so you're passing pre-conflict. I'm going to play. So your Hida Kasana. This is not a conflict, so it does not cancel yet. I am going to play Let Go to choose an attachment and discard it. And I'm going to get rid of Reprieve.
Okay.
So Reprieve can go away.
Okay.
Then are you still passing on pre-conflict actions?
Nope. I will play one.
Okay.
Which is a second Reprieve. Because
well played.
You know, that's how I roll.
Yep.
I already had that prepped. I was going to play it anyway. But,
fair enough.
Just forcing my hand a little sooner. Okay.
All right. I will pass pre-conflict. So go ahead and declare your first conflict. Oh, and we'll return these rings. So the other thing is the rings that did not get chosen last round will each gain a fate. So if you decide to go with them, you will gain a fate. And we talked a little bit about the ring abilities for the others. So like Fire Ring, if you mouse over it, says honor a character or dishonor. If you mouse over the Earth Ring, it says draw one card and discard one card at random for your opponent. Air Ring is you either gain 2 honor or you can take 1 from your opponent. Water Ring is you can ready any character, or you can bow a character with 0 fate. And Void Ring is you can remove a fate from a character.
Oh, that's nasty. That could be fun.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna choose who's attacking. You're gonna choose whether it's political or military. You're gonna choose the ring. You're gonna put the ring in front of the province that you're going after. Then I will reveal the province and declare defenders and take first action.
Okay. I'm gonna start with declaring a military attack, and yes, I am using Ida Casada because I can.
Of course you are. Yeah.
I am going to use... Oh, interesting. I'm going to use the Fire Ring, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in front of that one.
Okay. Military Fire. All right. So we have Meditations of the Tao. It's 4 strength. During a conflict at this province, choose an attacking character and remove 1 fate from it. Which, lucky you, you don't have any fate on it. Last turn that would have been useful. Okay. And defenders, I will defend with the Doji Challenger.
Okay.
Do I want to do that?
Who are your other guys again? Oh, politicians mostly.
No, I won't do that. I will...
So currently it's a 7 versus 4. So currently I would win.
You are winning and breaking. I will declare no defenders.
Do you not lose honor for that?
If I don't have any defenders at the end of the conflict, then yes, I would.
Okay.
But as my first action, I will actually play Steward of Law. While this character is participating in a conflict, characters cannot become dishonored. So I'm going to pay 1 for him.
Interesting choice.
And... I'm going to put a fate on him as well. I'll pass over to you. So right now you are winning and breaking. So you can pass unless you have something that you want to like build toward. I would recommend just passing, because then if I decide to do something more, then you can respond to that. But right now it doesn't make sense.
I'm winning anyway.
You're winning and breaking, so there's not really anything more that you need to add at this point.
No. Okay. I will pass for the time being.
All right, I will also pass. So you break that. You can choose to discard this card or not. Do you want it discarded?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you are discarding my Doji Challenger. I had another one.
Nice.
All right, you get to claim the ring. And are you going to honor somebody or dishonor somebody?
Well, by honoring someone, I can also remove the dishonor from this.
That is correct. Yep.
So we're just going to do that.
Well done.
Goodbye, dishonor.
Okay, and then we go home bowed.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Twisting.
All right, in between conflict actions that you want to take?
Can I pay for guys in front of me to come out?
No, so that's only during the dynasty phase is when you can do
See,
that.
that's where it was not clear to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So from your hand, you can do that now. So hence the conflict characters coming out of your hand. But the dynasty phase is the only time that you can play from your provinces.
Okay, that's the part that was not clear to me. Okay. Otherwise, I would have brought out a couple of these guys already.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We understand now. So, yeah. It is what it is.
Okay. I am going to... All of my ideas are coming to naught.
You're welcome.
Well, let's go big. I'm going to play political rival here.
What's that?
1, 2, 3, and I'll put 1 fate on it. So it has a -3. Dash means it cannot be in a military conflict. Period. Attacker or defender. If there's a 0, it can participate, but if there's a dash, that means it just cannot even participate. So we're gonna go political. What do I want to do with this? This one can't attack. That's useful. Declared as an attacker.
Do not understand the purpose of this thing at all.
So let's see. I'll do attack with political rival. I will attack with Doji Whisperer. Political rival is going to use covert to say that Haruma Yojimbo cannot defend.
Oh.
So that'll be 6. That should be sufficient. And I'm gonna do a political. I'm going to do a political earth ring right over here.
Okay. What does the earth ring do again?
I would draw 1 and you discard 1 at random.
Okay. Now, I can still play cards from my hand, yes? Even if I can't declare a defender?
Correct, yeah. So you basically skip the declare defender. You're going to have to show the province. So go ahead and reveal the province.
Right. Who's this? What is this?
Night Raid. After it's revealed, I choose and discard X cards from his or her hand equal to the number of attacking characters. Ouch, I have to discard 2.
Yep.
Hi,
welcome to the crab.
Yeah, I will get rid of Tranquility and Duelist Training. All right, so then that's a strength of 4 plus Borderland Fortifications is 2. So I am winning and breaking just barely.
Okay. Well, if I'm allowed to play a card at this time, which I think I am.
Action is to you. Yep, Defender goes first.
I believe I can play court games, can I not?
It is a political conflict, yes.
Or your opponent chooses and dishonors a participating character he or she controls.
Yep.
Please dishonor one of yours.
Well, I will dishonor my political rival because the glory is 0. So it doesn't actually affect the power level. And then that goes to the discard. It has its effect and then goes away.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, do I immediately discard or do I leave it on the table?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that gives it to you.
Yep, I will pass.
Okay, but I can still play?
Yep, you still have actions available to you.
Ah, okay. I think I can actually use this. I have an I can swim card.
Let's see. During a conflict, if the bid on yours is higher, which it is, choose a participating dishonored character and discard. Very nice. Very nice.
We're gonna use that one.
All right. So my poor political rival is going away, and because so here's the thing: because it was dishonored when it left play, I lose an honor.
Nice.
If it's honored when it leaves play, then I gain an honor.
Okay.
Okay, I am winning and not breaking.
I smacked you. Pinchy claws. And I think that's all I can do, actually.
All right, I will pass. You're passing. Resolve the conflict.
Yep.
All right, so I claim the Earth Ring. So you go ahead and click the random discard button over there, and I get to draw a card. Yes, I got rid of your charge.
Oh, sad.
Okay, and I go home bowed. And it is.
But we smacked him.
So now we have that pre-conflict window again.
Right.
Uh,
Oh, interesting. Should I? Supposing in the next conflict, that you attack me, am I able to play a card on my character and then the next round, and then the next go through, declare a defender, or do I have to declare a defender first, and then can I attach cards to them?
You'd have to declare the defender first, and then as your initial action, you could attach a card. But you could also attach that card as a pre-conflict action before I declare my conflict.
Okay. I think I will pass.
Okay. All right, and it is your second conflict, which is political, but you do not currently have an eligible character.
No.
Are you
so
passing?
We are passing.
All right. So then pre-conflict actions again. I will skip. I'll pass.
I will play one.
Okay.
It's a cost of one, I think. Yes, it is a cost of one. We're putting this attachment, Watch Commander, on Yoruba.
Okay.
Oh, Yojimba. Can't remember her name.
All right. So this gives you +1/+1. After an opponent plays a card during a conflict in which this is participating, that player loses 1 honor. Ugh.
Snack.
Ugh, I do not like that.
Snack. But Shelob is enjoying this immensely.
So we're going to do a void military. I gain 1 fate. And Night Raid. That's a strong one. Let's go over here. Let's see what's under the intimidating Hira.
Shameful display. If I can bring it forward. Come here, you. Come on. No! Why are we struggling? There we go. Sheesh. During a conflict, choose 2 participating characters. Honor one, dishonor the other.
All right.
Currently, how many participating characters are there?
You haven't declared defenders yet, so that's your... Right now, I have my 2 are participating.
So I can declare mine. I can honor mine and dishonor one of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yep, and you have first action, so you can choose to take that action.
We shall honor Yojimba, which I don't know if it does much of anything for her.
Well,
it does.
Plus two, so she's at a 5 now for political.
So who do I want to dishonor is the question. You're doing a military conflict, yeah?
Yeah. I'm sorry, so military. So you're at a 6.
So we're going to dishonor you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, so it is 4 to 6. You are currently winning. I'm going to play for shame. Since I have a participating courtier, choose a participating character controlled by your opponent. You must either dishonor that character or bow it.
So I can lose the honor on it.
Okay. So now we are tied. No, you have the +1. So
I have +1 from here.
It's 5 to 4, and it is your action.
And my reaction to so when you played a card during your conflict, you lost an honor.
I did. Yep.
Yes, you did. So now I get to play another card if I should wish. Oh, interesting. Okay, how much is that? Oh, nothing. I can just play it. Banzai!
Nice.
+2.
All right. So you're at 7.
Hi! Do you still want to fight?
I figured out what those counters are for. That they're for tracking the battle totals.
Well, that makes
that way we can get rid of those. So yeah, 7-4. I'm not going to be able to come back around on that. So I will pass. I lose. You gain that ring.
Cool.
Well, I go home bowed.
As do I believe.
Yeah, that was the last conflict. So now we're going to look at standing glory. Neither of us have any. You have 2 rings to my 1, which means you will get imperial favor. So the imperial favor has 2 sides. There's a +1 to all political or +1 to all military. What would you prefer?
Let's do +1 to all military.
All right. Okay, so then fate. So anything without fate goes away. If you were honored or dishonored, that's going to modify your honor total there.
Okay.
If it has fate on it, just reduce it by 1.
Hisada, you need to come off, and he loses reprieve.
Yeah.
But Hisada is still with us.
Yeah.
As is Yojimbo.
And she can ready. Yeah.
Yep.
And then any cards you don't want from your provinces, you can discard.
Okay, we're gonna leave that one there, actually. Sure. I don't think I actually want you, so you can go. Sorry, buddy.
You're forced to for the broken province.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I am now first player, so go ahead and gain your 7 fate.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I really played out my hand that round. Wow. Okay.
There's a little bit of a boom bust cycle.
A little bit, yeah, because I didn't use much the first round.
Okay, so I have 8, which is not nearly enough fate to do what I want. I will put the Doji Challenger out. 3 cost, So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put 2 fate on her. And it's over to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember what I need to do. So now this
Go
is
ahead and reveal your cards. Yep.
Okay. Oh.
All right, so you've got the Kaiju Shiushi. This one has covert as well. And it also has an action, so if there's a holding in play, gain 1 fate. And then the Borderlands Defender is a 3/3 for 3, very much the same as my Doji Challenger. But this one only has 1 glory, and while it's defending, I can't bow it or move it.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, trying to think what all I have in here, because my fate does not seem to be lining up nicely. I would have to get rid of this guy at the end of the round anyway, so I might as well bring him in.
Yep, so 4.
1. Oh, no, go in the bag, you silly thing. 1. 2. 3. Go in. 4. There we go. And do I want to put 2 on him? Sure. We'll stick 2 on him for now. Okay. And it says... Okay, that's when I'm in a conflict. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep, and then replace face down. All right, I'm going to pay 2 for Cautious Scout. No additional fate.
Okay. Oh, did we forget to put the rings back from last round?
Oh, whoops, my bad. I put fate on the other rings, but...
Yeah. Oh, I didn't remove a fate from a character. Oh, well. I don't think it mattered, actually.
You didn't?
I don't think I couldn't. Because you didn't have fate on any characters at the end of your round anyway.
Yeah. Well, when you claim it as a defender, you don't get to trigger the ability. Okay, your turn to play from your provinces.
Okay. Wish guys weren't so expensive. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to call pause on that. I'm gonna end my thing, which means I get 1 fate.
Yep. And I will pass as well. All right, so pick a number, any number.
Come on, Sheila.
Ready?
Okay.
I get another honor from you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay.
I have an issue that I'm trying to figure out, but it just might not get figured out. We'll deal with it. All right. Any pre-conflict stuff?
I
I don't
think so.
All right. No. So I'm going to declare my first conflict. So the Doji Challenger is going to come forward. This is going to be political. Political air. So I'm going to get the 2 fate from that. Political air, and let's take it over here. So I'll have you reveal that.
Rally to the course. Yeah. After this province is revealed, switch the conflict type.
No!
Military conflict.
No, that was the last thing I wanted.
We are now in military conflict. Let's see. Who wants to defend, my friends? Who wants to defend? Okay. Oh, I could do it that way. Should we?
No.
And I can do an action, yes?
Yes.
How's your game going?
Okay. The mountain does not fall. He will not bow as a result of defending.
Tell Donna hi.
Hi!
Rebecca says hi.
Hi, Rebecca. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so the mountain does not fall. Choose a character. It does not bow as a result. This is not...
So, hi! We are in full military conflict. How do you feel about that?
Well, if we're gonna do this, if I'm gonna lose, then by golly, I'm gonna try to drag somebody else in with me.
You sure you want to do that?
I can't because you cancel the first action.
Yep.
And now that it's not a political conflict, I don't have a spare action to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got nothing. Well, you know what? I'm gonna play above question. It's an attachment. You can't target me with events. You can't target the challenger with events. So it doesn't actually boost its stats at all. All right, so you are at 7 to my 3. You are currently winning the conflict.
Mm-hmm. Nice, cool. Did not realize how helpful that was going to be.
And here I was trying to avoid shameful display.
I like how this works, actually. This is a lot of fun. Okay.
Hindsight something something.
Okay, I guess my question is, do I need to do anything else?
You can pass. Right now you're winning.
Okay. We're going to pass.
All right, I'm going to pass as well. So the air ring goes over there. We go home bowed.
But I do not.
As the defender, you do not trigger the ring effect. And yes, you do not get bowed. The mountain does not fall as an event, so it gets discarded. Yeah. Yep. All right. Any pre-conflict actions, etc.?
No, how much do I have for money? And what are these guys again? Okay. Okay, well, I might as well. Oh, interesting. That's terrifying. Ooh, that's mean. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to play any cards in pre-conflict now.
Okay, it's your conflict to declare.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. You would have had 8 because you have the Imperial Favor military last round, so you really won.
Uh-huh. I think I might... Ooh. Oh, I like that one. Well, I'm going to use the water ring for a military attack.
Okay.
I need to pull a guy forward, don't I?
Yep.
Come forward,
So you get the 2 fate that are on it.
Yes. And I have to flip this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I've only looked at one of yours, so let's just pick one at random and say, hey, what's under there?
Okay.
He's doing what I do.
Shameful display.
Oh, interesting.
This is military, you said?
Yes.
Ha! All right. I will do Cautious Scout.
Okay. Well, dishonor, in my case, does nothing to me.
Well, this is an action, so...
Mm-hmm.
It's an action.
Oh, yeah, it's an action. I get to cancel it. So, hi.
So here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure on this rule, but I'm pretty sure that if you do not meet the preconditions for the action, you cannot take it. So I have a card that I would happily burn as the action, except I don't meet the preconditions for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow. Okay. Well.
Oh, I see why you hate this guy so much now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm enjoying having him. I'm kind of sad I'm going to lose him.
All right. Well, my first action... Yeah, I don't have... I pass. You are winning and breaking because I have two military. You have 7 + 1. You have 8. The province is only 3. So
currently I'm beating you and breaking it. Okay.
Yep.
Sure. We'll
pass. All right. Well, I go home bowed. You break the province. Do you want to get rid of the card?
Sure.
You are getting rid of Kakita Kaizen, my favorite.
I can resolve the water ring so that this guy can go home and be readied again.
You would have to resolve it before he goes home, is my understanding.
See.
So you could
then I can bow yours.
Yeah, you can bow my Steward of Law.
Yeah, which I will do that then.
Okay.
And this guy will be bowed. There we go.
Yeah, well, I got a whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass pre-conflict. Do you have any pre-conflict things?
No.
I'm gonna pass my conflict. So back to you.
No pre-conflict.
All right.
Is it that I have to fight with?
You would have to fight with him because the Hiruma Yojimbo can't be an attacker.
What I meant was, do I have to do political, or am I allowed to do military twice?
No, you would have to do political.
I would have to do political.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this guy's high enough on political. I could potentially do that. So I will declare a political conflict with Caillou. And what do I wish to use? Okay, let's use the Void Ring. Which one do I wish to go for? Did your province get signaled as broken over there?
Yeah, this one's broken, so you have the far left and the far right available.
Or I can go after this one again.
You already broke it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is this on top? That's a person. What does this do?
The holding will give it +1 strength, so it'll be a little bit harder to break.
Okay, well, we'll try this one then, because I don't trust you in political strength.
That's the specialty. All right, so ancestral lands. This gets +5 strength during political conflict, so it's a 10 strength.
Well, frick, this is not going to work very well for me.
The fact that I have nobody to defend with is a small mercy then. Yep, so no defense, no action. I pass my action. You are winning but not breaking.
I see. Okay. How much would I need to break, just out of curiosity?
So you're currently at, let's reset this here. You are currently at 3 political strength. You would need an additional 7.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that. Very funny. No, I do not have that.
But, so if you pass, you win the conflict. You do get the Void Ring. You get to trigger its effect.
Which is remove 1 fate.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Bye. Cool. That's still effective.
And that goes homebound. All right. So, you have more rings, so you get to keep the Imperial favor. Do you want to keep it on military?
Let's, oops, not, wrong one.
Switch it to political?
Let's switch it to, actually, no. I like having military.
All right, so fate phase. Discard anything that doesn't have fate.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys. So you...
I'm glad I put
him.
2
I
fate.
have to decide over here. I have to discard him here.
Correct. Yeah.
And she goes here, but this goes over here.
Yeah.
And 1 fate down for you. Sorry, I'm saying this all out loud.
It's okay.
And I can flip. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And you are first player now. Go ahead and gain your fate.
Oh, what the heck are you? Oh, frick.
The Vengeful Berserker.
Oh, he's a nasty guy. Okay. I'm gonna gain my fate. 7, you said?
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Hey, I got my champion.
What, this guy?
Doji Hotaru. She is my Crane clan champion.
Oh, did you put fate on these two?
No, I need to. So Earth Ring gets 1, Fire Ring gets 1, and then we'll put the others back.
All right. Cool. Out of curiosity, do we know roughly how long this is going to last, or?
So you've got 2 broken.
Okay.
You just need to break
one
more and the stronghold. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We can also just stop at a round if we kind of hit a time constraint. But the learning games are always definitely slower too.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm just thinking ahead because I did tell Berkeley I would try and help him with canning today.
Yeah, no problem.
But I'm not too sad to miss the beats. Yeah. Okay. And To the best of my knowledge, my husband's not up yet. Yay, night shifts.
All right, so you get to play first from your provinces.
Okay. Hey, buddy. How do you feel about coming out? Yeah. So I have to pay 3 for him. And 1. And 2. And a 3. And we're just gonna stick a 4. And a 5. And what the heck? We'll throw 6 on. I want this guy around.
All right. I'm going to bring out Doji Hataru. So she costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. All right, over to you.
Sorry, I'm just checking costs on people here. Okay. I'm going to take out the Borderlands Defender as well.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and 3, but I will not pay anything extra for this round.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2 for the Savvy Politician.
Okay. I will pass, so I will take 1 fate.
Okay. I will pass as well. All right, go ahead and pick a number.
No, that's not the one you're looking for. This is the one you're looking for.
All right.
Oh, hang on. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to change that. Okay.
Okay.
2.
5 and 2. Oh, I have to give you 3 honor. 1, 2, 3. It's worth it to have 5 cards, though.
Yeah, I believe it. It's also worth it to me to rob you of honor.
I got none of the cards I was looking for.
It was worth it to me.
All right.
Okay. Oh, am I starting?
You get first conflict. You are first player this round.
Why did I think you had first conflict this round?
I don't know.
Oh, weird. Okay. That I was not prepared for this. My apologies. Okay. Well, since military seems to be my thing, we are going to do a military fight with the intimidating Hida. I'm going to take the fire ring and the fate that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to go against this one because apparently political is not the way to go.
That way it's only a 5 strength and you're coming at it with 4.
Am I allowed to play an initial action as well, or am I...
you will have to wait for the declaring of defenders and my first action, and then you can do that.
Okay,
so...
I'm all right with that.
I'll bring the Doji Challenger in as a defender. And... first action... I think I'll pass my first action, so go ahead and take yours.
Okay.
You are currently winning but not breaking. So your value right now is 4 plus 1 for 5. And mine is 3.
Hang on, just so that I understand this. Would moving another character into play be considered an action?
You can't move one in unless you have a card or an action that moves it in.
Oh, so I should have declared with more than one person.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to retcon that and say that you were declaring with 2.
I see. No, I will play by the rules. If I lose, I lose.
So, question. Do you mean a character that's in your hand?
No, I meant a character who's out in play already.
Yeah, so go ahead and just include them in. Like, I'm not going to change my defender based on it.
Okay.
All right,
because
so 4...
Here's the thing. I can declare somebody that can't be a defender with this guy. That's the trouble with that.
Got it. So you would have declared Doji Hotaru or the Challenger?
Probably Doji Hotaru.
Okay,
anyway.
so yeah, so we say, covert her,
Defend.
I defend with Doji Challenger. So you're 8-3. You are currently winning and breaking.
Okay.
And I cannot do anything about it because all of my stuff hinges on being honored, having more honored characters, having more honor, or having it be a political conflict, none of which is applicable right now. So I pass.
Well, if I don't need to add much of anything, I think the only
You don't need
thing
to add anything. If you pass, you win.
I will play one more card, though, because I would like the mountain does not fall applied to Caillou.
Well done. All right.
And yeah.
I pass.
And you are crushed.
All right. Get rid of the card on top.
Mm-hmm.
Another Kakita Asami. Which is useful, but I couldn't afford her before.
Yeah.
All right. And then you get to honor or dishonor somebody.
Okay. I'm trying to think, like, honor doesn't mean a whole lot to most of my characters. Well, I guess it means something to this guy, so we'll give some honor.
So speaking...
True, dishonor will do severe damage.
Dishonor will hurt me badly.
Let's dishonor Hotaru, shall we?
Yeah. So now she's a 0-3 instead of a 3-6. Yeah. Okay, then. And that was the fire ring.
Beware of what intimidating Hida does to you when you refuse to go into conflict.
Yep, no, I hear that. Okay, well... We're going to do Political Earth against the Shameful Display there.
Okay. Okay. What happens if you dishonor a character twice?
There's no... You can't dishonor it again. So.
I see. I see.
So it just has no effect, basically.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, hang on. Let me check your what we've got here. You've got a 3.
I have a 3 strength right now. Yeah.
Okay. With this one, and she will get honored.
How is she getting honored?
Because it's part of the shameful display. I can
as your first action. Okay.
Yes, as my my first action. She is going to go in honored, so she is now a 4.
Okay. All right. I will have you admit defeat. While you're defending alone, you get bowed.
You can't. That's not how she works. You can't bow her or move her.
Oh, yes, that's true. And Hida would cancel it.
Hida's gone.
Oh, he is gone. Okay. But yeah.
But yeah, you
That's
can't bow her.
defending. Okay. I don't know if that's even a legal action then. All right.
I don't think so, yeah, because she's completely unbowable.
She's a 3 cost. I can't afford the things I need. Okay. I can't assassinate because your cost is 3. Assassinate only works on a 2 cost or lower. I can't use my Shizuka Toshi action, which is during a political conflict, bow the stronghold. Choose a participating character with political skill 2 or lower to bow that character. I can't afford Height of Fashion, and even if I could, I can't play it during a conflict. So yeah, I'm going to pass. You are currently winning.
Okay. Well, if I'm winning, then I think I'm content to leave things as they are for the moment.
I go home bowed. I'm playing embarrassingly badly, but it's at least giving you a good sense of what the possibilities and constraints are.
It is. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So I don't have any pre-conflict stuff if you do. Otherwise, it is your political conflict.
So I can play a pre...
And you can go for my stronghold at this point.
Okay. But I can't without except as a political stratagem, which doesn't work too well for me.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it's worth it just to reveal what the province is, so that for next turn you go in with full knowledge.
Well, first, like before we even go into conflict, I would like to play something.
Yeah, go for it.
It's kind of mean though.
Nice.
So, bye, Borderlands Defender. You were great.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose the Savvy Politician.
And now, assuming that you have no pre-conflict
Nope.
cards that you want to play, now I will declare a political attack on your stronghold with Caillou. And which ring? That's a good one. That's used.
So Void and Honor are both good. Void could help you it would make me lose my Doji Challenger potentially.
Okay. We'll try
or Air Ring. I'm only at 6 Honor. I'm going to lose an Honor for undefended potentially, and then I'm going to lose another Honor for not declaring a conflict, so that I would be down to 4. If you can steal another Honor with me for the Air Ring, I'm down to 3 Honor for next round. So that's the other way to go with that.
True.
But I mean, you have me up against the ropes with the stronghold anyway, so
we'll try. We'll see.
All right. So political void. I have no defenders and I have no action, so it is to you. You are currently winning. I will reveal Elemental Fury.
What does that mean?
So as a reaction, after this province is revealed, I can switch this to a different ring, an unclaimed ring. So actually, yeah, let's switch this to water.
A little less damaging.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So this is going to be a total of 6 to break, because the province is 4, and then the castle gives it +2.
Which is I am only at 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's your turn first, isn't it?
I've passed, so right now you are winning but not breaking.
I see. I need at least another 4 to take you, don't I?
You need 3 right now.
3. Which is more than I have anywhere for political strength. Let's be honest. This is not my strong suit. So I think I'm just going to leave it there.
All right. You win. You get to bow or unbow. Honestly,
it really makes no difference.
Really doesn't matter for this. So I lose an honor for undefended. And then I'm going to pass my conflict, so I'm going to lose another honor. And that's the end of the conflict phase. You get to keep Imperial favor. Do you want to keep it on military?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and lose a fate from every character.
It's the only Caillou who is an acceptable person.
Okay. And then I will be first player for this coming round. I have to discard this one because it's broken. You're going to have to discard the Vengeful Berserker.
Oh, yeah. Right. I was going to use a card on that, and I forgot. Whoops. Oh, you go over here.
And then go ahead and gain your 7 fate.
Let me flip my cards first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, honey. How are you?
I have not been using my Artisan Academy ability, and I really should have been this whole game. I can play with the top card of my conflict deck revealed. So I will have to pay more attention to that, because that would have been useful. Although not with the cards that have been in my conflict deck so far.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to...
Man, that would have been useful. Why didn't I do that? Oh.
I'm going to do Doji Gift Giver for 2. And it's over to you.
So here's my question. If I have 2 intimidating Hida out there.
So they don't have the star by the name. So if you look at Caillou Shuchi, there's a little like lotus by the name.
Yeah.
That indicates a unique character. So you can't have 2 of him on the board, but you could have 2 intimidating Hida on the board separately.
Do their abilities then compound? If you refuse to do a conflict, do you lose 2?
That's how I would understand it, yes.
Okay.
Because both reactions would trigger.
That's really mean. I like it.
Getting all nefarious on me.
Well, you know. I play to win. My family has taught me that. Even when I really have no chance of winning because it's in the game. But, you know.
Well, I mean, you're almost there right now on 2 different fronts. So.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I will pass. I'll take a fate.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I liked having her out there, so I think I'll pay for her. Since you've already taken the free fate, I might as well. Yeah. 1, 2. No, go in the bag. Okay. I'm just going to leave her there.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I guess I can pass on this point.
All right. So we're going to pick our cards. Pick your number, any number. Ready?
Yep.
3.
5.
Hey, I get 2 honor from you.
You do. Don't worry. I'll take it soon enough.
That's what you think.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Oh, thank goodness. I have 1 useful card. Finally. All right, so pre-conflict, we're in the conflict phase, so I'm going to take an action, the Artisan Academy. The card is still not useful, but I can play the Steward of Law as if it were from the top of my hand. And you know what? Heck, I will do that. I will play it. I'm sorry, that was my action. So you have an opportunity to have a pre-conflict action first before I play it.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, I did not realize how that could work. Oh, fantastic to use earlier. Sheesh.
It's starting to come together.
Okay. I'm starting to see some really nasty combinations you can do with this thing. Oh, man. Okay. I think I will pass on doing any pre-stuff.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to play Steward of Law.
Mm-hmm.
No additional fate. Do you pass again?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take the other Artisan Academy, because remember, I can only do each action 1 time per round. But because I have 2 of them, I can do that. So I have that available as if it was in my hand as well. All right, so first conflict. Oh, and let's get the fate on those rings. Get the rings back from before.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go for your Borderlands fortifications here.
Military or political?
Actually, no. Even better. I'm going to go... Let's do Shameful Display with the Void Ring. Political.
My shameful display?
Yeah. So I have Doji Hataru and Steward of Law. So I'm currently bringing 4 points in, which will win and break, but then you get to declare defenders here.
Okay.
And with Steward of Law in there, characters cannot become dishonored.
Okay, am I allowed to play a character out of my hand directly into defense?
Yes, but after you declare defenders. So that could be your first action.
Okay. And if I were to do that, I would be able to use Shameful Display afterwards, like the next
Yeah,
round.
so Shameful Display is an action, not a reaction. So you can take it at any point during the conflict or not at all.
Okay. I don't know if I need both these guys. I think I'm just going to leave her out then.
Okay.
Because I'm trying. Hang on, I'm just checking the numbers on yours because I can't seem to remember anything.
So I have it listed over here too. So you're at 3, I'm at 4.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because Doji Hataru is dishonored.
Okay. So I'm going to play a gentleman from my hand as my action.
Okay.
It's a 2, I believe. So.
And you can overpay at this point if you wish as well.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
For him, I don't think. However, one of the side effects of him, I can choose that this guy's abilities no longer happen. So I can now use Shameful Display next round if I want.
So my reading of this, and I can confirm this afterwards, if you want to go with it for this purposes, that's fine. But my reading of this is that this is not a triggered ability, that this is a passive ability. There's no... it's just a while this is participating in a conflict, as opposed to like actions or reactions. I would consider triggered abilities.
Okay. Okay.
So, for example, like the Doji Challenger would not be able to take that action if she were present, or the Doji Gift Giver would not be able to take that action. Or even if I had something like the Haruma Ambusher, or something else that had a reaction, that would count as a triggered ability.
I see. So in this case, would you prefer that I applied it to Doji Hotaru then?
Yeah, so that would be a valid target.
Okay.
And this is political, so yeah, you can basically, what that's going to block is I could basically trigger this ring twice if I win.
Yeah.
So
now you can't.
Now I can only trigger it once if I win.
You are now normal.
I'm now normal, and that's going to add 2. So you are now 5 to 4. Yeah. You are winning. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm going to play the perfect gift. So we each reveal the top 4 cards of our conflict. And oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh, whoa.
And I get to give you one of your cards. So you have blackmail. I definitely don't want to give you that.
Oh.
Yeah, let's give you levy. You can have levy. So then the other 4.
The other 3?
The other 3, sorry. We'll go back to your deck, and then we'll shuffle the deck. And then I do the same for me.
So you have to put these 2 back too. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and put those back.
And how do I shuffle?
Right click and choose shuffle.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm going to pick Wave the Crane, because that's just an awesome card.
Okay.
And I'll shuffle. And that's my action.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, well, like, yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do at this point.
So pass?
Because I was counting on this guy being able to honor.
Gotcha. All right, so you're passing?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bow my stronghold in order to bow a participating character with 2 political skill or lower. So I'm going to bow the Haruma Ambusher. So that is no longer contributing its power to the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now currently winning but not breaking. Pass.
Yeah.
I will play Wave the Crane to honor Doji Hataru. I am now winning and breaking. And if you pass, then I will also pass.
Hang on. Could do that. I think you've got some cheap guys.
You're trying to do Way of the Crab.
I'm thinking about it, yep. Yeah, I wish. That's no good to me at all. If I added 1 more political power, would you not be able to break?
7 to 3, and I only need 3 to break.
No, but if I was able to get it 7 to 4, would you break it?
I would still break it, yeah.
7 to 4, you'd still break it?
Yeah, because the Shameful Display is only a 3 strength province.
Oh.
So 7 minus 4 is 3, which is equal to the strength of the province.
I can't bring in another defender at this point.
Not unless it's from your hand or if you have a card that moves something into the conflict. Which that's very much a Unicorn's vibe, is moving people in and out of the conflicts constantly.
Mm-hmm. Dang, I think I'm stuck then. Well, I will play Way of the Crab anyway.
Okay.
Which will force you to sacrifice somebody.
Okay.
And I'm getting rid of this guy, since he's not really doing anything for me anymore anyway. Hi.
I will sacrifice Steward of Law.
Okay. So what does that bring you down to in this space?
It brings me down to 6, so I'm winning and breaking.
Okay. Then very last thing I'm going to do is
But-
take this.
Well, I was just going to say, now your Shameful Display is available because the Steward of Law is not present.
Okay. Well, thank you. I shall use that. So I'm now +2.
Okay. 5 to 3, you are now winning.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
All right, so I'm going to play For Shame. So you need to dishonor or bow.
For which person?
Participating character, you've only got 1, so.
So we just remove his honor token, which brings him down. Oh, not to 0. 1, 2, 3.
Down to 3. Okay. I'm going to play Wave. Oh, sorry, it's your turn.
I get to tap.
Yeah.
He's going to go up 1 strength.
Okay. I'm going to play Wave the Crane. 1, 2, 3.
Nevertheless, you will not break my province at this point.
I am winning, not breaking right now.
Yes,
And
I'm
it's
hold.
your action.
I will hold for 1 action, so you go ahead.
Well, since you sacrificed that character, you are now defending alone, so I'm going to have you admit defeat and bow that character.
Can you do that to a strength 3?
It doesn't have a restriction on strength. It's just the condition was defending alone.
Oh, I see.
No, it stays in the conflict. It's just bowed.
Hmm.
Yeah. So now you are 0. So it's 6-0. I'm winning and breaking. How's that for a roller coaster?
Sheesh. Okay. Well, I lose either way, apparently.